Today we are going to start chapter number 1 of class 9, rational and irrational numbers. Rational numbers we have done in class 8 also. So what is rational numbers? When we can represent any number in this form p by q, where p and q both are integers, and one more condition is here, that is q not equal to 0, then we can say this kind of number is rational numbers. Okay, so it was in your class 8, in the first chapter of class 8. So we are going to exercise directly. In page number PA8, number 1A, what we have to do? Which of the following will change into a terminating decimal? So what is terminating decimal at first? We can write that is suppose 2.35. Okay, here you can see there is some end, that's why it is terminating decimal. But when we are writing this kind of number, then we can say it is non-terminating and recurring number. Okay, so here we have to check which one is terminating decimal and which one is not. So first number is 13 by 125. I am taking only two question from here, and second one is 23 by 60. So what we have to do? The numerator will be written as it is, and the in the denominator we have to factorize it. If we factorize 125, so what we will be getting? We will be getting 5 to the power 3. And for the next sum, here it is 23 and 60. If we factorize this one, what we will be getting? It will be 5 into 3 into 2 square. So if in the denominator there is 5 or 2, or the you can say exponent of 5 and 2, then we can say it is a terminating decimal. Like the form should be this 2 to the power n. This kind of structure should be there. So here you can write 5 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 0. So it is very much in this form. So you can say this one is terminating. You will find some end. And for the next sum, here other than the 5 and 2, here 3 exists. That's why it is non-terminating, or you can say recurring. Okay. Next, number 1D. The question is given: if 3 by 14 is changed into a decimal number, what type of a decimal number will it be? So just factorize the denominator. So it will be 3 divided by 7 into 2, because it is not in this form, like p divided by 5 to the power m into 2 to the power n. This is not in this form because 7 is present. That's why it is a non-terminating and recurring. Okay, so we can write here non-terminating and recurring. Okay. But what we have to do? We have to do the other sums which are left here, because in class 9 you have to do all the sum from the exercise and from the example. Okay. Then it comes 4B. This was also done in class 7. You have to write the rational numbers in descending order. The numbers are given minus 10 by 9, then 2 by 9, 5 by 12, then 7 by 18. How we can write? Next, what is our next step? You all know, we have to find the LCM of the denominators. So what will be the LCM of the denominators? 9, 12 and 18. If you calculate, you will be getting 36. So we have to make all the denominators to 36. So by which number should we multiply to make it 36? So it will be 4, you all know. It will be same because the same denominator is here. Next, 12 into 3, that is 36. 5 into 3, that is 15 by 36 here also. 18 into 2, that is 36. 7 into 2, that will be 14. This one 8 by 36, and this minus 40 by 36. Okay. Then we have to write them in descending order. That means the highest number will be come at first. So you can see which one is the greatest one, because all the denominators are same. So according to the numerator, we have to write it. Which one is the greater one? This one. So with respect to this number, it is our original number. So you have to write in descending order. It will be 5 by 12. What is the next? It is 14, so it will be 7 by 18. Next, it is 8, so 2 by 9. Then the last one, it is already a negative number, so it will be minus 10 by 9. This way we can write. Okay. If you have to write them in ascending order, then also it is you have to follow the same procedure. Okay. And then comes number 5A. You have to determine one rational number between the pair of numbers. The numbers are given 1 by 3 and 2 by 5. We have to find one rational number between them. So what is our procedure? This is also in class 8. So what will be the required number? It will be 1 by 3 plus 2 by 5 divided by 2. Okay, that will be inside, or you can say in between these two numbers. Okay, so calculate the numerator separately. So it will be 15. So 5 plus 6 divided by 2. So it will be 11 by 15 divided by 2. So 11 by 30. Okay, so this rational number will be in between 1 by 3 and 2 by 5. Okay, and suppose you have to calculate one more rational number in between them. You will find in number 6 or 7. So what you have to do? Here we have already calculated one rational number in between them, that is 11 by 30. Okay, so what will be the another rational number? Here we can find in between these two. Okay, so what will be the rational number in between these two numbers? It will be 1 by 3 plus 11 by 30 divided by 2, like the same. So it will be what? 30 will be the LCM. So 10 plus it will be 11 divided by 2. So it will be 21 divided by 30 into 2, that is 60. Okay, so we can find many rational number between any two rational numbers. And one more thing, that is okay, only this. Then comes the number line. Okay, like you have done in previous classes also. It was in class 7. So it is also very much easy. Like in number 8a, you have to put it on number line, and the number is given 1 by 3. So how you can put it on number line? First you draw the number line. 0, it will be the origin. In this side 1, 2, 3. In this side -1, -2. Okay. 1 by 3. So it should lie in this interval between 0 and 1 because it is less than 1. So according to the denominator, we will divide this range into three equal parts. So 1, 2. You can see 1, 2, 3. 3 equal parts. So out of which we have to take 1. Okay. So it will be what? Because it is a positive number, so we have to go to the right hand side. So only 1. It was 1 by 3, so you have to go only one step to the right hand side. This way we can represent any rational number on the number line. Otherwise, suppose it is given minus 2 by 7. So how you can put it on number line? This is a negative number, so and it should lie in this interval. So according to the denominator, we have to divide this range into 7 equal parts, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Out of which 2 we have to take. But because this is a negative number, so we have to go to the left hand side. So from the origin 1, 2. So it will be minus 2 by 7. Okay. And it is done before. Okay. This way we can solve the sum. So what is your task? Your task is you have to complete all the examples from this chapter, you can say, the rational number, the first part of it, and the exercise, from the sum from the exercise. That should be done very nicely. Because in class 9 you have to do all the sum. Okay? Okay. That's it. So stay fit and do this homeworks. If the assignments will be given, then also you have to do. This way we have to do our work very sincerely. Okay, thank you.